You wipe down a counter that's already clean. Not because it's dirty, because your hands need something to do while your mind runs through everything that could still go wrong tomorrow. Somewhere between scrubbing the stove and straightening a pillow that was already straight, you feel it. The one kind of quiet you actually trust. That's not tidiness. That's your nervous system trying to control the one part of life that will actually listen. Here are 6 signs you keep a spotless house for reasons that have nothing to do with being clean. The first sign, they clean. The second, something feels unresolved. A hard conversation gets left unread. A bill they haven't opened yet. A decision they keep putting off. And instead of sitting with any of it, they find themselves reorganizing the pantry at 11 at night. It isn't really about the pantry. It's that the pantry can actually be fixed right now, completely, in a way that the argument with their mother or the uncertainty at work never will be. For 20 minutes, something in their life is finished. Dr. Stephen Porges at the University of North Carolina studies something called hypervigilance, the nervous system's habit of constantly scanning for danger even when nothing is technically wrong. A spotless kitchen becomes proof, if only for a moment, that they're safe. But the relief never lasts as long as the mess in their head does. The second sign is that stillness makes them uneasy before it makes them calm. Most people walk into a clean, quiet house and exhale. They walk in and their eyes start moving, checking corners, scanning surfaces, noticing the one cushion that's slightly off-center before they've even put their keys down. Growing up, a lot of them learned that quiet wasn't always safe. Sometimes quiet meant a storm was about to start, or that everyone was pretending things were fine when they weren't. So their body never fully learned how to trust stillness on its own. It needs stillness plus order before it will actually let go. A clean house isn't peace to them. It's the down payment on peace. Sign 3. They can't accept a compliment about it. Someone walks into their home and says something like, "I wish my place looked like this," and they laugh it off, deflect, change the subject fast. Not because they're being modest, because the compliment is aimed at the wrong thing. Nobody's complimenting the actual reason the house looks like this, the small, private panic that lives underneath it. Being told you're so put together when you know exactly how much effort it took just to feel okay for one evening doesn't land as a compliment. It lands like being seen and misunderstood in the same sentence. The fourth sign, and it's the one they'd never say out loud, they clean loudest right before something they can't control. The night before a job interview, the morning of a hard doctor's appointment, the week a relationship starts feeling shaky. The house gets spotless exactly when their actual life gets the least predictable. It's not a coincidence, and it's not really about the house at all. When the outcome of something big is completely out of their hands, their brain reaches for the one system where the outcome is entirely up to them. Dust it, and it's gone. Move it, and it stays moved. For a few hours, at least one part of their world does exactly what they tell it to. Sign 5. They feel guilty resting in a space that isn't finished. Sitting down to watch something, read, or just do nothing, while a single dish waits in the sink, genuinely feels wrong to them, like they're not allowed yet. Rest has a condition attached to it that most people never had to negotiate. Earn it first. Dr. Beck at the University of Pennsylvania studied how people build these kinds of internal rules, quiet, automatic beliefs that decide what they're allowed to feel and when, usually written a long time before they were old enough to question them. Nobody sat them down and taught them this rule. They just absorbed it, and now it runs quietly in the background of every ordinary evening. The sixth sign is the hardest one to admit. Even a spotless house doesn't actually make the anxious feeling go away, it just moves it. They finish the last surface, look around, and instead of relief, there's already a flicker of what's next. A shelf that could be reorganized, a drawer nobody will ever open but them. The goalpost doesn't disappear when they reach it. It just quietly moves 3 feet further, and they follow it without ever asking why. That's the part that never made sense to them until now. It was never really about the house being clean. It was about needing for once to feel like nothing could catch them off guard. None of this means you're broken. It means you found a way to feel safe when nothing else felt steady. Tell me the one thing you clean first when your mind won't slow down. And if this hit closer than you expected, stick around. There's more like this here.